Hello, my name is Maurice Preston, and I'd like to share with you a Burbank OSTS production of Safety. A presentation put together by volunteering employees whose efforts have successfully portrayed simulations of could-be or would-be on or off-the-job accidents. In viewing this film, I hope you enjoy and learn from it. So I want you to sit back, relax, and let's operate. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Good morning and welcome to our office. My name is Dave Saldana and you'll be spending a lot of time with me.
Sounds like something I'd love to do.
As I was saying, I plan on inviting you in on a discussion, a safety discussion with a group of my colleagues, where we'll enter into another dimension, dimension of sight, dimension of sound, dimension of mind. Beware, signpost up ahead, you'll now enter safety zone. If I were to ask you, what is the biggest man killer, I wonder how many of you can give me the right answer. Among people of all ages, accidents are a leading cause of death, outnumbered only by, number one, heart disease, number two, cancer, and number three, vascular lesions. What can we do? Since accidents are our number one public enemy, we're asking for your help to eliminate all on and off job accidents. Each one of us must take up mental arms against a common foe and eliminate him from our midst.
If that of you is a chance taker, you do not belong in my department.
I am a supervisor who prides himself on a good production record. My description of a chance taker is a person who takes risk or chance.
Everybody knows you're a nerd. But me, I'm discreet. I chance things real neat, okay? And that's real sweet.
I wonder if they think it's me. Nah. Everyone's looking at this geek. It's so evident. Although, I'll never forget about that time when... I only had 30 minutes. I know that I'm a late sure. I'm not to leave the building for lunch. What a messed up rule. I wouldn't chance that again. I already had parked in the lot the wrong way. And upon pulling off, almost collided with this white car coming head on. And on my return, I still didn't get enough time to eat what I had ordered. I left it in the car and rushed back in so I wouldn't be late.
An accident will probably happen next time. Oh, just been lucky so far.
So let's all be on the lookout for the chance taker and the daydreamer, Mr. Pete Martinez. For both can cause accidents, right? At this point, we'll take a health break so you can stretch, get a soda, use the restroom, whatever. So be back here in 15 minutes. Speaking of back, that workout at the gym yesterday.
Hey, look, it's that new Rhonda Craftsman show. She always got some weirdo on there. Maybe we can get some pointers to take back to our session with that, huh?
And now, the Rhonda Carlson Show. Brought to you by Safety Pins.
Good morning. Good morning. Today I'd like to introduce to you my guests. To my left, Dizzy Lizzie and Postulous Patty. How is it with all of our medical technology today that people are still having medical problems? How is it possible to get along in the day without proper sleep or eating correctly? Lizzie?
I'm not worried about it. I work 2 jobs and I still have to keep up my social life. Now, something to eating, there's a problem. I'm running here and there, I don't have a time to eat, I just forget. And talk about sleeping, my phone never stops ringing. I just wish I can just stop sometime and just take a break.
Aren't you afraid of getting sick? I mean, without proper sleep and a well-balanced diet, you could get very ill. Then you could lose both of your jobs, and well, I don't know anyone who likes being around someone who's sick.
Well, I'm not worried about that. I'll never get sick, and my friends will never leave me.
My next guest has the worst posture I've ever seen, Postulous Patty. Well, Patty, how are you doing today?
I'm constantly have headaches. My legs are getting funny lumps in there, and I was just in a car accident. My doctor said it shouldn't have been so bad if I'd been sitting up in my seat, but I was slouched over, and when the car knocked me from behind, it jerked my head forward, and I tore some of the muscles in my neck. Other than that, I feel fine.
My next guest works right here in our own hometown, Burbank.
Finger nub Ned.
Exactly how did you get the nickname Finger Nub Ned?
Last week, when I was getting ready to go home, I put my hands on the lap tray to slide it back into position, and of course, not paying attention to what I was doing, I slid my fingers in with the lap tray. Now, you might think that's funny, but your fingers are very sensitive.
What about hygiene? I hear you're an expert on it.
Most people don't think about it twice, but not me, not after what happened to me one day. I walked into my position, I plugged in, and I started processing a call, not paying attention on my keyboard, and finding out the surprise the previous operator had left for me. You see, Rhonda, it's so gross. The operator before me had left the position after sneezing all over it and not cleaning it up. Then I walked into the position and I plugged in.
That's sick!
And you know what makes me really mad is when people put their pencils in the holders incorrectly. You know how many times I punctured my fingers trying to reaching for one? I mean, if everybody took a little time to do things right, these things could be avoided.
And finally, my last guest was given a nickname, Physical Phil, by his fellow co-workers because he's got no respect for himself or the people he works with.
Yeah, well, you see, I got this warehouse job, and the quicker I get things done, the quicker I get to leave. So I don't even think twice about it, man. I just have to get the boxes onto the truck. My boss doesn't care how.
How is it possible for you to do the work that it takes 2 men in such a short time?
I just grab them and throw them on the truck.
How do you throw them on the truck?
Grab the box and haul it over my
Aren't you
shoulder.
afraid of hurting your back?
I'm a big boy. Only wimps have back.
Okay, you said something about the guy on the truck?
It's like a joke to us guys in the warehouse to see how many times we can hit the driver when it comes to loading up the truck. No harm done. Just fun and games.
I wonder how he would feel if it happened to him. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show, Safety Musical Video. And I even get to introduce this title track on my back.
Listen to me, brothers. Listen well. Brothers, we've got something to tell. You can't run around being a married man and taking care of business very well. You got to keep yourself together if you get on what you got. 'Cause what you got can show up mean a lot. If you ain't taking care of business, this you must expect. Lord, it's a crowd with a swag. If you ain't taking care of business, this you must expect. Lord, it's a crowd with a swag. Oh, come on. Slippery when it's wet.